You're mine now.
My name is Jake Sterling. I was a pilot on the Meridian Humanity's first deep space vessel. We were supposed to explore, discover, survive. The VexCon didn't give us that option. The invasion lasted 43 minutes. I watched my entire crew die through the viewport while I hid in the maintenance shaft. Watched their ships methodically dismantle ours. Watched the end of humanity broadcast live to a universe that didn't care. By the time the boarding party reached my level, I was the only one left. I expected death. She was not what I expected. The princess walked in alone, her tactical armor covered in blood that wasn't hers. Her pale blue skin glowed under the emergency lighting. Her violet eyes studied me like I was a puzzle she needed to solve. "What's your designation?" she asked. "Jake Sterling," I said, waiting for the weapon. "Human. Pilot. Last of my kind." She smiled. "Not anymore," she said. "I'm claiming you under the protection doctrine. You're under the Crown's custody now." The doors sealed behind her. "That means you're mine to protect," she said. "Which means anyone who tries to hurt you dies. Anyone. Including my father." I didn't understand until we reached the palace. The other aliens wanted me executed. Evidence of humanity's technological advancement. A threat that needed elimination. Easy target. But she stood between me and every blade, every decree, every demand for my death. "Why?" I demanded in the holding chamber. "Because you survived alone," she said. "No backup. No reinforcements. No surrender. You hid in a shaft for 6 hours waiting for them to find you, knowing they would." I paused. "That's not cowardice. That's defiance." "I was terrified," I said. "Exactly," she said. "And you didn't give up anyway." Her name was Lyris Vexcara. She was the king's daughter. And she'd decided my survival was worth risking her position. The first month was captivity that felt like freedom. Had rooms, food, access to the palace. But guards everywhere, watching, protecting. "Your father wants me dead," I said one night. "He wants stability," she corrected. "You represent uncertainty. Yes, a species that refuses to accept defeat. So I'm a prisoner. You're a guest," she said, "who happens to need protection from everyone who wants you dead." I paused. "Including the council. Including half the military. Including my own brothers. Why would you risk that?" Yes. She didn't answer. Just studied me with those glowing eyes. "Because," she said finally, "I've spent my entire life doing what everyone expects. Obedient daughter. Future queen. Perfect heir." He turned away. "And then you walked into my life covered in terror and defiance. Still standing. Still fighting. Even when you had no reason to. That's not a reason to protect me." "It's the only reason that matters," she said. By month 3, the council demanded a decision. Execute me. Trial me. Send me away. Something. The king summoned both of us to the throne room. "Daughter," he said coldly, "you've wasted resources protecting a conquered species. This ends now." She stepped forward. "No," she said. The entire court went silent. "With respect, father, no," she repeated. "Jake Sterling survived an invasion that killed his entire civilization. He's not a threat. He's proof that our species can coexist with others without conquest. Without annihilation." "He's human," the king said. "Humanity is. Humanity is adaptive," she interrupted. "They survive. They evolve. They connect. Everything our empire forgot how to do." I pause. "If we execute him, we're proving we're no better than the conquerors everyone fears." The king stood. For a moment, I thought he'd order both our deaths. Instead, he walked down from his throne. "You realize," he said to me directly, "that by accepting her protection, you're bound to her. Completely. She falls, you fall. If she succeeds, you rise with her." "I understand," I said. And you accept this? He asked. I looked at Lyris. At this alien princess who'd risked everything for a stranger from a conquered species. I do, I said. The king surprised everyone. He didn't execute me. Didn't exile me. Instead, he made me an official ward of the crown. Protected status. Equal rights to any citizen. It was a proclamation that changed everything. Other species saw that humans could survive here. Could belong. Could be trusted. Within weeks, the other survivors of human ships were found and brought to the palace. Within months, a human-Vexcon cooperation treaty was signed. Humanity didn't die in that invasion. It evolved. A year later, I stood with Lyris on the observation deck overlooking the city. I was terrified when you walked in covered in blood, I admitted. I was terrified when I saw you alone in that shaft, she said. Completely defenseless. And I realized, the strong protect the vulnerable. That's not weakness. That's honor. She took my hand. I claimed you because you deserved to survive, she said. But I protected you because you reminded me what survival actually means. What's that? I asked. Standing beside someone when the entire world says you shouldn't, she said. That's what makes us human. Even if you're Vexcon and I'm the last remnant of humanity. She smiled. We're the same kind of stubborn, she whispered. And in that moment I understood. The invasion hadn't ended with my survival. It had ended with our connection.